Hello everyone, welcome to BISP Solutions. I'm Tanvi Arora and I'm working here as a techno-functional consultant. So in today's video, we are going to see how to apply mathematical functions in our Oracle Web Reporting Studio. So let's just go to our application. Okay, so this is my Web Reporting Studio page, and I've already created one report, a very basic report, which is the statement of accounts receivable. So this is my grid, and I've already provided for the header. Under the header, I provided for the text box and the image. Okay, and I've already selected my POVs and defined my members here. So let me show you this report. See, this is the grid. Okay, so these members I have included. One is the parent for accounts receivable and one is the descendants of accounts receivable. So when we see the report, so it is looking like this. These are the figures that are coming for the Q1. You can see that. Okay, so I've actually inputted the figures for January period only. Okay, not for February and March. So now let's just see, first of all, some basic features in this report, like how we can use the prompt feature in this Web Reporting Studio tool. Okay, so from here, like I can just go to my dimension layout and I want entity in my page. So I can take this in my page and then I can select a prompt for this. So what difference it will make, I will let you know. Suppose I've selected entity. Now I will select the prompt for entity. So this is the option for prompt for entity. And I will move this to the other side. And I'll just click on OK. So once this prompt is selected, it gives you an option of selecting the default member. And then I can choose the list for what all entities I want to see the report. Okay. So here, like I will choose entity. It's fine. Like entity only I want. Default member should be entity only. Okay, and from here I will choose my list, which entities I want for this prompt. So under CT, under C100, I will select 101 and 102. So after this feature, I will actually discuss about the different mathematical functions that we can use in this. Okay, so by choosing this feature, with some error. So I've instead of entity, I am taking this C101 and 102 only. Now let's just see whether it will take or not. So it is taking. Now this prompt for entity has been selected. Now what option it will provide me when I'll see my report in HTML view? Okay, so it will ask me like this will show, okay, show up. Then if I'll click on okay. So as you can see that here in my page, I've selected this entity. I will get an option of selecting C102 at the same time. This is for actually for the viewing purpose. And C101, I can see the data. Okay, and by choosing this prompt feature. So this is a very good feature. Then the next thing, I will start with the functions. So the first function that I will cover is this range function. Okay, so like here, instead of Q1, I will go to the period. So I can basically select the range of periods in quarter one, like January, February, March data I will be able to see separately. So I'll just remove this quarter one. Instead, I can go to functions and select this range function. So now it will ask me to select the first member for the range. Here I will choose that. Okay. So under periods, I want it to begin from January. This is my beginning period, and then I will select the last member. So it is under quarter one till March I want. All right. So after doing this, I have to click on OK. So using this function, now what difference it will make in my report? I have only data in January period, but if I input the data in February and March, so I will be able to see that also at the same time in separate columns. See, as you can see that the January data and February and March separately I can see. There is no data basically in these months, so that's why I'm not able to see. But in January, as you can see that, okay. So this was the first function. Now we can actually see some more functions, like I have already noted these functions in my notepad. So we can see if then function, percent of total function, count function, average, and variance function, okay, and how to calculate percentage of variance. So let's just see one by one. So suppose I will just make it again quarter one. Then here I will insert one formula column. Okay, so this is my formula column in which I'm going to put my formula. So my first formula is percentage of total. So I can provide a custom heading here. Okay. So for here, I can just provide one custom heading. So percent of total, I can write. Okay. Percent of total. Then I will just like, this is created. It's not, it is saved now. Okay. And now I can actually provide for this formula. So for the first member, I will put formula. So suppose this is the formula that I will copy. You can actually select, when I clicked on this formula, so there is a formula bar and you can actually select this percent of total. Okay. So I want a percentage of this. So this is my formula, percent of total. Okay. Either I can select this or I have actually copied that formula. So I'll just paste that. Okay. Now I'm giving the reference of the cell. This is my A column and then the cell is 1. Okay. So A1. I'm giving here the reference and let's just validate this formula first. So it will work. See, it has calculated the percentage of this. So what we can do, we can actually provide the formula here as well in the second row. And let's see the same formula. Instead of 1, it will be 3. So it is calculating the percentage of my this total. Okay. So before this, I will tell you how to put sum formula, how to use sum formula. Okay, so this is the sum. Suppose I want here, I will insert one formula row. And I'll just provide a custom heading. Total receivables. Okay, so now we can actually put the formula here first. So I want sum. So sum of only 3/3, okay, cell I want, this column, row, sorry. So I have to actually put the square bracket in order to get my formula validated. This is the way you write the formula. Let's just validate this. So as you can see that, see, this is the parent and these are the descendants or the children. So the total of this is actually equal to this only. Okay, this is the bifurcation basically. So 185,694, and we can put the percentage of total formula here as well. Okay. So in this way, we have seen 2 formulas so far. Now we can see the other formulas as well. So this is the count formula. Okay, it will count the total number actually. So suppose I want to apply this formula here, or we can apply it here only in this one. I can select this from here. Okay, count formula. Now what it will count? The total number. Okay, so I am giving the reference A, and then I want the number to be counted for here. So I'll just validate this. Let's see the results. So it is counting my number. So there is only one cell, so that's why it is 1. In this way, this formula works. Then we have some other formulas, like we can do average, subtraction, multiplication, every kind of formula we can just put. Okay. So I'll just put this formula here. You can select this formula from this bar, okay, average. So you write like average of row 3rd I want, and for this particular cell, okay. So I want average for this 3rd row and the 1st. So I put this formula. So basically it is calculating my formula. Let me delete the first formula so that we can get a better idea. So instead of here, I am putting the formula in this, okay? Instead of sum, I've changed the formula to average. So it is like I've selected the function from here, average. And then I want the average of all the members, descendants that are there in this. Okay, so let's see. I've already put this formula and I've already validated. When I generate this, you can see that we are getting the average. This is the average that it has calculated. So like there are 24 members, and when I divide it with this 185694, I'll get 7737. This is how this formula works. Then if I like want to calculate a variance, so I can actually put variance formula here. Okay. So let's just see the other report for that. So I've chosen the already created report. You can see that there is variance formula in this report. So how we give this variance formula? These are two formula columns that that has been inserted here. Now this is like actual minus the plan. Okay, scenario, budget. So we can get the difference basically. So the formula is we can select from here variance, then column A minus column B. This is just very simple. And if I want to calculate the variance percentage, so I can put this formula as variance percent column A and column B. The result is, it will actually calculate the variance between the two columns and then the percentage as well. So other formulas we can also apply like subtraction, multiplication. Okay. Now we will see the if then formula. Okay. So I've actually prepared one report for that. Let's just work on that. So I just want to actually put some condition. I've taken this account. Now this account is, let me select the alias name. This is my sales account. So I'll show you. As you can see that I have data in this. This is my salaries account. Okay. So under salaries account, I have actual data and then planned data. So I want to provide some condition. I want to calculate bonus here. So I will provide some condition. If this condition that will be true, then my bonus, I want 1% of this 25,000. Okay. So here I will insert one column for bonus. I'll just provide a custom heading. Okay. And here I will actually, I've already done. So I'll just copy this formula. So this condition is I've selected from here the function if then. So if my A column is greater than B, which is like 25,000 is actually greater than my 20,000 what data that I have imported. Okay. And A is greater than 15,000. The other condition is that this A column data in the A column and the first cell is greater than 15,000, which is actually true because I have imported 20,000 balance. So this will do the product. Okay. So the other function that is used here is this product. So it will actually multiply 0.1%, 0.01%, like 1% of this A. Okay. So it will calculate the bonus of this A. Okay. So let's just see. First, I will validate this. Let's just see the results. So see, it is actually calculating my bonus according to the formula that I have provided. So this is like you can create n number of conditions and then you can actually get the results. So if then conditions or like all these kind of conditions you can create. And then you can see the substring functions, auto calculation, which I am actually going to cover in my next tutorial. So that's all for today. And thank you so much. For any queries, you can reach us, okay, to like bispsolutions.com. Thank you so much.